guys, how are you doing today? I hope you are all well. I'm doing all right today. It is Sunday, the last day of February in 2021. I can't believe it's the end of February already. And I know we all say that at the end of every month, but for me, this year is already flying by pretty quickly. And tomorrow begins March. And like I said yesterday, March is coming in like a lion. Hopefully it'll go out like a lamb, as the adage says. But it is, I'm looking outside, it is raining. It's been raining pretty much all morning today so far. And it's one of those cold rains because the temperatures have dropped here a little bit and it's in the 40s. Of course, that's Fahrenheit because I'm an American. So we are having a nice cold rain here all day today. And I am staying indoors as much as possible. I actually just got home from the church for our Sunday Zoom church filming. And now I am going to get ready and do some paperwork here at the computer. So that's why I figured I would go ahead and film early again today, because I actually have to do some work for work. So I know it's Sunday, but I need to knock out some stuff so I stay ahead of the game for this coming week. So I have a couple hours worth of paperwork to do that I'm going to try to knock out today. So I'm going to sit down at the computer and do that, and I don't know how long that's going to take, and I wanted to make sure I still had time to get a video done before I get too tired. So I figured I would do this while my coffee is brewing, because I'm going to have some coffee to make it through the day. And then we'll go from there. I think I'm making salted caramel flavored coffee today. I'm in the flavored coffee kind of mood today. So, of course, I drink that black. So it's just the flavoring and that's it in the coffee. I don't add any extra milk or cream or sugar or anything like that to my coffee. All right, so yesterday I did get to go to the Asian market that is local to us. I believe it is a Vietnamese-based Asian market, but they have pretty much everything. Again, I lived in Korea, South Korea, for a year teaching English, so it was a lot of fun living there, getting to experience a lot of foods and cultural things that we don't have here in America, specifically foods. And so it brought back a lot of, walking through the store, there was a lot of things I didn't recognize just because the market is geared towards all Asian cultures, not just, Korean or Vietnamese or whatever. But there were many, many things in the market that were specific to the Korean food tastes, which I really appreciated because that's specifically what I was looking for. So I was able to pick up some pickled radish, which I absolutely love. Basically, when I lived in Korea, I survived on pickled radish, which are like, let me grab it for you. All right, so I pretty much love everything pickled, except for I'm not a huge fan of pickles. But so pickled radish are these little medallions, or you can get them, you can get the radish whole and then you can chop it up yourself, but I get them that are already pre-sliced. Pickled radish. So they're basically radishes that are pickled, and they are pickled in a yellow sauce. Liquid. I love these. So basically when I lived in Korea, I survived on pickled radish and mandu, which is Korean for dumpling. So in America, we would call them pot stickers. So, they're the dumplings that you buy, the pot stickers or the dumplings, the fried ones. So you buy them frozen, you throw them in the skillet with a little bit of oil, you fry them until they're cooked through, nice and golden brown, and then you have a meal. So I picked up a few bags of those as well. But the one thing that I'm super excited about, because my local grocery stores don't carry these, or at least I have not seen them at the local grocery stores. So what Americans call an Asian pear, what Asians call a Korean pear. So I used to eat these all the time when I was in Korea, and I was able to pick up a few of them while we were at the store yesterday. So I'm excited about cutting into this. My friend who was with me never had one before, so I'm going to be taking one over to his house tonight. He's making dinner, and we're going to have some Korean pear. So, which I think is almost better than like Bartlett pears, but super excited about having these. So definitely going to be going back to that market again. I think it was great. They have all kinds of stuff. I even picked up some things that I've never ever made before that I'm curious to try. Picked up some of the Korean style ramen that I used to eat when I lived over there that I haven't had or been able to find since then. I think it's the same kind that I had whenever I lived over there. I lived in Korea 10 years ago. So, my memory is a little foggy. Packaging changes and everything too. So, but anyways, that's also how they come packaged. Amazing. So, love that. Anyways, let's move on to what I've been working on since the last time I saw you about 24 hours ago. So I have been working on my sock vigorously. So last night I came home from our outing and dinner, and I thought I was going to have more time to stitch, and I got super tired about an hour after I got home, and I went to bed at 9 o'clock. So I didn't get any more crafting done last night. I did since the last time I filmed, yesterday though. So I do have some update to show you. However, this morning I did work on my sock some more. So here again, this again is the sock that I'm trying to knock out. This is my Steelers sock. And so I put in another 20 rows on this, I think. So I have about 30 rows left to go on my sock foot. And then I can go ahead and knock out the heel. So again, this is a toe up, because here's the toe. And I'm working my way up across the foot, and then I will put in the heel. So I have about 33 more rows of the foot that I need to put. I have big feet. So I have about 33 more rows of the foot I need to put in, and then I can put in the heel. So I'm slowly working my way across that. Here is what the ball looks like as of now. Almost done with the black, and then we will be moving on into the gray. I think the gray comes in right before or shortly before the heel. So that is where we are at with my sock. So that's coming along nicely. I will work on that more today. When I go over to my friend's house, usually I take knitting. I don't know if I'm going to take my sock, only because usually when we watch TV, we like to have the lights dimmed. So since that's black, I don't know if I'll be able to see it well enough to knit on. So I probably will take my dishcloth since it's bright blue and it's a larger gauge, and I'll be able to work on that easily. So most likely I'll take my dishcloth to work on tonight. Other than that, I did work again. I thought I was going to move on to the British Isles piece, but I've kind of been fully invested in coming to America. So I think this is going to be a focus on the finish. I think I'm going to be working on this solely until it's finished. So if you guys liked seeing me switching out pieces a whole lot, this may be the fact that may be on standby until I get this one done, and then I will start switching out pieces again more readily. Just FYI. So be prepared for that. But if I get more stitching time in the next few days, this might be done by midweek. And I think I know what I'm going to do at the top row here. I think I know what I'm going to do here. So remember I said I don't want to stitch Baltimore on it because I have bad experiences. Nothing about Baltimore specifically, just my personal life experiences of my during my time while living in the Baltimore area. So I think what I might do is move Boston over to where Baltimore is, because I can easily line up the B with the B here in Baltimore. And then I think I know what I'm going to put in the center, but I'm going to hold off on telling you guys until I know for sure what I'm going to do. So you're just going to have to bear with me and check back in every day until I stitch it, and I will show you what I'm going to do. But with that, I have made some progress on the building. So here is where I've gotten to. Ah, there we go. So, and just, you know what, let's just do this. Let's pull that back so it's out of the way. And we can put this here so you can see what I've actually done. So I have stitched all of the grass, which I think looks fantastic. This is a color in cotton. Eat your greens. So yesterday I had stitched this in the morning, which I showed you on the video yesterday, and I had just started the green of the grass. So I stitched all of the grass yesterday afternoon, and then this morning, before I went to church, I stitched the brown here of the base of the building. And then I started putting in the grout of the brick. So the bricks at the base of the bricks here at over here. The bricks there has a grout around the bricks, and then that same color goes up here and then outlines the red part and the windows. So I am currently working on that color right here. And I had to actually pull all of that out and stitch it twice, because I made an error right at the very beginning when I started stitching it, a counting error. So I could have fudged it, but I didn't want to because I wanted it to be accurate. So I went ahead and pulled that out this morning and restitched it, and I'm slowly knocking my way through there. Knocking my way through this. I'm having issues today, people. There. Nope, that's not working either. There we go. Slowly knocking my way through the grout. So that's what I'm going to do. I think once I sit down and stitch, the building is not going to take long at all to stitch. So I have these bricks to do. I have that red main section, and then I have the roof, which is also going to be the same color here. And I had thought that I had said that I had done all of the colors of the my color conversion of the Classic Colorworks, and I was wrong. So I am actually, the brown that I am using is cocoa beans from Exude Designs. So that is what it looks like. Let's see. Nope. So it's a very subtle variegation. You can slightly see a little bit of variegation here compared to the main color. So it just has a very subtle variegation in. Oh, there you can see a little bit of variegation in the knot compared to the main color. So it's a nice rich brown color, which I think is going to look great for the roof. And it is also the same color that is used for these border rows, which I'm still hesitant if I'm going to do or not. So more of that to come. Also, I wanted to make mention, I am using beeswax for all of my threads on this piece, since I found these beeswax molds that I received as a gift in a retreat bag. I really like using the beeswax. You can kind of see this, the thread lines going across the wax. I basically just hold my finger on the thread on the wax, and I pull through one time, and it actually helps it so it doesn't knot. I think the thread is laying, the floss is laying better. This color is the same color as this color up here, And I think it's laying nicer down here where I use the beeswax than whenever I did not use it up here in the skyline. Just a personal thought, and that's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong, but that is my experience so far. I'm going to continue using it. So I've used it on the grass here in the brown, as well as, so these are both Color and Cotton and Exude Designs threads. This color here for the grout is a DMC. So I'm using it on all of them, DMC or not, just to see my thought of using beeswax. It's the first time I've used beeswax is on this piece here. So really excited about it. If I really like, I'm also going to try using it with the one strand of 1/2 on my long dog, because I'm using that white creamy color, and see if it helps lay the threads nicer on that. Because this is 2/2 on 28 count. This is a 28 count mushroom Lugana that I coffee dyed. So this is 2/2 full cross. My long dog is 1/2 on 36 count. So that is my progress. So like I said, I have some work I need to do on my computer today. So I'm going to focus on that until that is complete. It might take me a few hours, hopefully not too long. Hopefully I can sit down and focus and get that done. Sometimes when I sit down at my computer and try to focus on that, I get distracted and it takes me longer than it should. So I am going to focus on getting my paperwork done, and then if I have time after that, then I will stitch and knit until dinner. So I hope you all have a great day. Happy crafting, happy stitching. Enjoy whatever weather you are getting. I hope it's starting to warm up in your neck of the woods, or if you're in the southern hemisphere, I think you're starting to move into fall. So I hope you're on the cool down and you're enjoying that as well. Until I see you tomorrow for March 1st, if you're in the U.S., that's National Cow Day. I hope you have a great day, and until I see you tomorrow, happy stitching, and as always, don't forget to always be creative.